And for the Iowa offense, especially in the backfield, there are a lot of new faces. Holloway, Jackson getting their first start up front. Some new faces as well. As you take a look at the line, you talked about huge shoes to fill. Lee Green, the junior out of Dallas, Texas, has got those huge shoes. The Robert Gallery spot. A 3rd and 16 for Tate, who is under center, something he has not done much in his career. He was a shotgun quarterback as a 4-year starter in high school. Completes it up over the middle. A pass caught by Hinkle inside the 30-yard line. Hinkle inside the 20, and Iowa has their first down on a big pass completion. Tate to Hinkle.
Watch the protection here by the offensive line. Drew Tate's got a nice pocket to step up here. Makes a nice throw to Ed Hinkle on the dig route, and Ed Hinkle does the rest. Good hustle by the other guys on the offense coming down and getting some support blocks for him.
Kyle Schlicher out of Ankeny, a sophomore.
I think this is a great move by Coach Ferentz. Try to get his young kicker some confidence here. Basically just an extra point off the right side hash.
David Bradley, the punter, is also the holder. This 19-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. And the Hawkeyes are on the board, scoring off their opening drive of the 19-yard field goal by Kyle Schlicher. And again, it's a veteran group, and they're very impressive. And up front, that foursome is really a team that can put some great pressure on a passer. The linebackers we mentioned are outstanding. 2 of them, the top 3 tacklers of the Big Ten last year. And in the secondary, they're virtually all veterans except for one. And of course, Bob Sanders is gone, but Sean Constantine, what a player. Instead, it is the pitch on a running play to Alston, trying to surprise the Iowa defense, but they had the play well covered. Schnorr with good yardage. Marcus Schnorr getting his first start, with Jermel Lewis suspended for the ball game. Bangs up a knee, limps to the sideline. Albert Young will take his place.
The concern there, we talked about how deep they were at the open, but Marcus Simmons is also in the top 4. He's actually sitting out today as well. So, I mean, they are light today at the running back position. He's made 3 or 4 great plays that's put Iowa in these long situations.
3rd and long out of the shotgun. Couple of pump fakes, and Tate takes off. And he finds the first down. Hinkle has been the featured receiver thus far. Tate runs up in the pocket and will carry the football for the first down.
He just doesn't get his momentum going in the line of scrimmage, and Penn State's been able to do a good job with that penetration so far.
Good goal, swing pass. It's into the end zone, a touchdown for the Hawkeyes. So the Hawkeyes lead by a score of 9-0. A 10-yard touchdown toss from Tate to Melloy. Schlicher tacks on the point after.
Iowa fans, Mike Elgin, walk on a year ago, starting center today. Watch him come out and make the key block here for the receiver. Right there on number 20. Lead block allows Melloy to get in for the end zone. It's fun to watch guys play hard, man. Play with emotion. Put their name on their work out there. And he's definitely putting his name on this game.
Tate delivers to Hinkle. Hinkle with a 1st and 10 for the Hawkeyes. Inside the 30 to the 28-yard line of Kent State.
So, I mean, this is the group they're trying to find some chemistry, and they probably got about 3 more guys. They feel like they could rotate 7 or 8 guys in there and be pretty comfortable. It's just a matter of getting them all on the same page.
Tate gets pressure, eludes pressure, delivers, and it's an outstanding catch made by Follett at the 10-yard line. Mike Follett out of West Des Moines Valley High School. But only one man can do it, the technical visor in the booth. Melloy goes in motion, handoff Young, touchdown Iowa. Kyle Schlicher attempts the point after. David Bradley to hold. And the point after is perfect. So patience has paid off for Albert Young. After not playing last year, he's healthy, and he's able to get some daylight and get into the end zone for a 17-0 Iowa lead.
How they run to the ball, not so schematic-wise, but just how they play team ball and how they run to the ball as a team.
Pass is picked off on the bounce. And going towards the end zone for the Hawkeyes and diving. And let's see if he got there. Chad Greenway.
I'm still speechless. I think he jumped from the 7 and ended about 6 yards deep. You know, a lot of times you think, is this guy just lucky? You know, the ball pounces up in the air, but this guy finds a way to get to the ball. And look at Chad Green come down the sideline, leaping out over, sticking the ball like that. It's just one phenomenal athlete playing the linebacker position. 6'4", 250-pound guy. It almost looks as smooth as a tight end running down the sideline there, doesn't he, Larry?
He does. A 24-yard return by Greenway, who just stepped out of bounds there at the 7. And so that's where Drew Tate and the Hawkeyes take over. 1st and goal at the 7 with Albert Young carrying inside the 5-yard line.
All out all the time, Chad Greenway.
Obviously a running back at times in his career, in addition to being an outstanding linebacker. Tate to the end zone. How wide open was Melloy? Nobody around. Matt Melloy, who holds in the touchdown pass.
And, Tate does a nice job of being patient here. Sprinting out to the right. You'll see someone flashing in the flat, and then Melloy just curls around the back. The two defenders from Kent State jump the flat route, and Tate makes the great read and the great throw.
The Iowa Hawkeyes, an impressive start on opening day of the 2004 season.
2-3 years ago, those jump ball situations, he wasn't winning. Now he is.
Roth puts pressure on Sitko, and Babineau sacks him, and the ball squirms loose. Roth really put on intense pressure. Sitko had to change his route, and Babineau was there to stop him.
That's Calvin Davis. That's actually a good sign, though. You got a receiver out there really trying to block hard for the running back.
Tate throws off play action, and it's complete. Down to the 28-yard line for the Hawkeyes goes Tom Bush, the backup fullback, seeing his first action as a Hawkeye. He's out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota, a redshirt freshman who really last year, or as in his high school career, is mostly a defensive player. They made him a fullback, and he's got hands.
Two fullbacks on the same team that can catch. Are you kidding me? That's got to be a first.
So now 2nd and 6 for Tate. Calvin Davis on the reception. Calvin Davis, one of a bevy of receivers that Kirk Ferentz will be looking at today. On 2nd and 6, Iowa once again in the red zone. In the flat, the pass is caught by Scott Chandler, the converted wideout, now a tight end, and he makes his first catch of the day. And at the shotgun on 3rd and goal. Tate has it picked off. At the goal line, it is intercepted by Jack Williams, and Williams may go all the way if he doesn't run out of gas. It looks like he will. Drew Tate was the last line of Iowa defense. There's a familiar figure.
Great man. A lot of great years here at Kinnick Stadium.
Hayden Fry being honored here today, and of course had a great honor about a month ago when he was named to the College Football Hall of Fame. The Iowa Hawkeyes stream off the field on this throwback day in their jerseys circa 1939 with a 23-7 halftime lead over the Kent State Golden Flashes.
Oh my gosh.
And there is something that nobody wanted to see, Drew Tate being helped off. We did not see the injury occur, did you?
No, that is not good for Iowa fans right there.
Again, Jason Manson out with a stress fracture in his foot, so the guy who's quarterbacking now may be the quarterback for a while. McCollom on the scramble and carries to just over the 40-yard line. McLeod in the backfield. Bush goes in motion. Smith sets up. Smith gets dropped. Matt Roth right there for the sack, and Tyler Lukey right behind him. Brazen to punt from the end zone. Another low snap, and this time it is blocked, but it's blocked right back to Brazen. So Brazen will run it out. Now, how often do you see that? And he gets to the 20-yard line, did not make the 1st and 10, and the Hawkeyes will take over 20 yards from Pater. Schlicher to attempt a 32-yard field goal out of a Bradley hold. He's already hit 1 field goal today, and now he has hit 2. A 33-yard effort by Kyle Schlicher has boosted the Hawkeyes lead to 26-7. Aha, now the truth comes out. McCollum fumbled the snap, was able to recover. Now on 2nd down, it is Albert Young on the carry for an Iowa 1st and 10. That was the Sun Bowl, now that I'm informed. There's McCollum back to throw, and he delivers to the 20-yard line. Ed Hinkle, who has been the most dependable Iowa receiver today. Mickens looking for the end zone. And he got there. Touchdown, Iowa.
Give it to that fullback. We talked a lot about Mickens early in the game, kind of unselfish guy, doing it all, run blocking, running, catching the ball, and kind of good to see him. They kind of throw him a bone there late in the game and in the red zone.
It's always been a great play, Marv. You know, it's a change of pace. It's such a quick hitting play. Most of the plays that Iowa runs are zone blocking, and they give the tailback sitting in deep an opportunity to bend back to daylight. And on this one, you hit it so quick that the defense doesn't have a chance to react.
So the touchdown by Aaron Mickens, the point after by Schlicher. The Iowa Hawkeyes build the lead to 33-7.
Thank you so much, Coach. Great seeing you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Larry Morgan and Marv Cook with you as Kent State faces a decision on 4th down and 4. Their deepest penetration, the ball at the Iowa 10, and they have decided to go for it on 4th down. Antoine Smith is under center. Derek Bush in motion. Smith to the end zone, incomplete. Tried to hit Prudo, but he was covered by Hodge, and the Hawkeyes take over on down. McCollom has excellent protection, but his receivers are covered, so he will scramble. And quite a scramble it was. Big shoes to fill, huh?
Leon Gray looks pretty good.
McCollom to the right flat, caught by the backup fullback, Tom Bush. 6 foot 6 inches tall. McCollom once again given good protection. He will throw deep. And a real scramble for the football and a great catch. Unbelievable. Wow. What a great catch by Clinton Solomon. They're still fighting for it, but I think they gave the completion to the Hawkeyes, and give some credit to Osama Young, who limped off a play ago. He wasn't given up at all on that great catch by Solomon.
If you love college football, watch this. This is just great concentration. Everybody's competing there. Everybody's staying in the game. Osama Young, Clinton Solomon staying with it. This is what we talked about. Clinton Solomon being an athlete, going up and trying to get it. Look at that focus. Look at that concentration.
A 45-yard pass completion. McCollum to Solomon. What a great battle. With Iowa's punter, David Bradley to hold. Is the kick, the low line drive, and it is off to the right. Welcome back to Kinnick. A sellout crowd of better than 70,000 on hand for opening day 2004 in a very successful throwback game promotion. Smith has it picked off by Greenway. Greenway, touchdown Iowa.
Tomorrow for Matt Roth, but yet that's where that play started. Just beats the tackle to the outside, forces the errant throw, and is this lucky or is this just darn good? I mean, he's just in the right place at the right time again, and Chad Greenway is able to get this one in the end zone.
You know, when a guy like that makes a hit for Iowa, you don't have to look at number 31 to know who it was, do you?
Especially when you see it like a missile coming in there low and hard.
Greenway the touchdown. Schlicher attempts the point after.
Right tackle just makes steps in the bucket there is what they call it, and allows Matt Roth to just turn the corner and force the errant throw to Greenway.
Now the kickoff by Schlicher, fumbled by Alston at the 5. Tries to carry it out and gets over the 15-yard line. You talked about staying with the process of the game, Mark.
I think they brought a lot of starters back. I mean, they've got experience, and it's not like they haven't played at Penn State and at Pitt. So they have been in a big environment, and those are the inexperienced plays that you can't make if you want to win on the road in the Big Ten.
Allen knocked it away. Derek Robinson recovered it. Well, Iowa leading by a margin of 39-7 with 4:52 to play. And you kind of look at this ball game. Kent State, first of all, has really been stuffed as they've tried to move the ball on offense. Their rushing game virtually non-existent.
You can't turn the ball over on the road.
But again, that's time permitting because we still have 3 minutes to play in this one. Here comes a pressure from the corner. McCollum is able to deliver, though. And he completes the pass to Ryan Majerus. We've seen Jackson, Follett, Chandler, and Majerus. Champ Davis converting from fullback also listed there, but I don't recall seeing him today. McCollum to Brownlee, and Brownlee slips a tackle. And another. And Brownlee chugs inside the 15-yard line. And his team has won their 13th consecutive game here at Kinnick Stadium, and their 19th out of the last 22 regular season games. Kirk Ferentz will be back with us to review this opening game victory when we return. Hawkeyes win the opener over Kent State, 39-7.